All right, in this series, we are going to learn about sports prediction, football specific predictions, how to make them, understanding what betting is, and how football betting fits into the broader betting landscape. So, we would have to define what sports betting is. We'll talk about the nature of betting, the structures of betting, and everything you need to know about betting. Sports betting is the act of placing a monetary wager on the outcome of a sporting event. The bettor attempts to predict a future event, and if the prediction is correct according to the terms of the bet, the bettor receives a payout based on predetermined odds. Now, all betting operates under uncertainty. Bettors must make judgments about future events without complete information. The odds reflect the implied probability of a given outcome and incorporate both market sentiment and statistical likelihood. What is the structure of a bet? Every bet consists of three things: the stake, the odds, and the outcome. The stake is the amount of money wagered. The odds is a multiplier applied to the stake if the bet wins. The outcome, obviously, is the result that determines whether the bet wins or loses. For example, if you bet 10 Ghana cedis at 2.0 odds on Team A to win, say Arsenal to win, if Arsenal wins, you receive 20 cedis. So your 10 cedis plus the 10 cedis profit makes 20 cedis. If Team A loses, you lose your 10 CD stake. So that's it in a nutshell. Now, let's put it into context in terms of football. Football betting is the most popular form of sports betting worldwide, especially in Europe, Asia, and Africa. It includes a wide array of bet types and markets due to the game's global reach and continuous play calendar. So there's always a game around the clock from January to December. So you always have a game to play. Now, the key football events for betting include domestic leagues, continental competitions, and then international tournaments. For the domestic leagues, we have the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, etc. For the continental competitions, we have obviously the Champions League and so forth. For the international tournaments, we have something like the FIFA World Cup, African Cup of Nations, and so forth. Now, let's just talk briefly about the historical background of betting in general. So, early betting began with horse racing in the 18th century. Football betting emerged in the 20th century along the rise of newspapers and betting coupons. Online betting platform began in the late 1990s, expanding access globally. With the rise of the internet, so did online betting platforms also thrive. Today, betting is embedded in mainstream football culture, with clubs even sponsored by bookmakers. For example, West Ham United is sponsored by Betway. Now, of course, there are legal implications and ethical considerations when it comes to betting. In whatever country you're listening to this, there are different jurisdictions around, so you need to know if it's legal to actually place a bet in the country you are in. So legal status varies by jurisdiction. In some countries, sports betting is tightly regulated. In others, it remains illegal or unregulated. Now, some key considerations. Number one, the regulation. Bettors, that's somebody who bets, must understand local laws. Secondly, integrity. Avoid match fixing and illegal insider information. So that's something to take note of as well, because it's illegal to do so, right? Thirdly, responsible betting. So you need to use betting as entertainment. And if you're going to use it for anything other than entertainment, if you want to use it as a source of income, just make sure it's calculated. And this is financial, this is like you might incur financial loss. So viewer discretion is advised. Now, I have a task for you, an assignment. If you watch to the end of this, to this part of the video, I want you to research the legal status of sports betting in your country. Is it legal, partially legal, or illegal? Are there licensed operators? What consumer protections are in place? Document your findings in a journal, and I'll see you in the next video where I talk about betting odds, understanding how the bookmakers are able to set the betting odds, and what this means for you. I'll see you in the next video.